to learn Wingardium Leviosa. Not Sa. Let's go.
Wonderful to see you again.
Before I walk over there, I did want to say I did what's a walkthrough guide on how to find mandrake plants. So I posted on my page. You want to go check that out if you have a problem finding mandrake plants. But I also heard you can find them in Hogsmeade as well. If you want, yeah, I made a video how to find them. You just go up here in the Forbidden Woods. It's like literally right here in this area right here. If you want to go check that out, if you needed, Wingardium Leviosa, like we're about to get here. Let's go.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared. Really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a Wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Awesome. I always get good things from this professor. Every time I take her class, I get good things from her. Okay. Next on the list of quests before we go there, let's go to astronomy class. Where is astronomy? How far is it? It's not that far. I'll go this way. So yeah, if you need to find mandrake plants, just check out my page. I posted a little guide up there on the location of where to find mandrake plants in the Forbidden Forest. No, I'm just running. Every time I run through Hogwarts, man, it just made me want to watch Sorcerer's Stone.
I'm sorry.
Want to watch Sorcerer's Stone? I guess I probably can watch it on
Still can't believe you found that old hero. Your brain doesn't fill up.
I thought HBO Max still had all of them up there. I guess they took them off. So yeah. So I'm gonna order them from off Amazon Prime. Astronomy. I can't remember. I had to come to astronomy class already because I got lights lit up. Or lanterns.
Off on another adventure,
I
are we?
haven't been in. Alright, let's go.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
We had to get knocked out before we go here. So do I talk to...
Hello, Gareth. What exactly did you want me to do again?
Find the secret passage that goes from Hogwarts to Hogsmeade. Should be behind a one-eyed witch statue. Then follow it to Honeyduke's cellar and grab some dried billywig stings for my newest concoction.
Okay. I get in trouble every time I talk to him.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear?
We are freezing.
Dismissed.
She froze us for class.
Hello!
I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Revelio.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? It's a dog, isn't it?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are coward. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some... Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Why are you so fascinated with stars?
I suppose because there is so much to learn about them. I mean, there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects, but astronomy seems limitless. Always something new being discovered. They are forever discovering new moons and stars. In fact, they discovered a new planet just 50 years ago.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Revelio. Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely is... Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh.
Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Where precisely? Actually, that's all I want. Depulso! Accio! Revelio! Incendio!
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, Amit.
I think you should do the honor. Go on, try it out. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Okay.
Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night. What a view.
I've seen another astronomy table somewhere, but... So I'll eventually find it. Okay. Let's check. So I can do that one now. Oh wait, I'm gonna go check out what Sebastian. Can't land right there. Alright, gonna go Talk to Sebastian. See what's going on with him. I got distracted. So easily distracted. I should really start doing side quests.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't
Like
agree.
side quests on stream.
And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested, and you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
What does the Cruciatus Curse do?
It's known as the Torture Curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
What are you up to now?
Lost. Is the mission over? Okay, I think that mission is over. I'm following him for no reason. Yeah, that's over. Okay. So let's go handle Brother's Keeper. Do some side quests. What I'm hoping is I didn't just miss out on learning that curse.
Levioso.
Yeah. I think I missed out on a good spell by not pushing. I should have pushed them. Oh well.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
There's a mission right here? Oh, Nagy. So this is where I gotta meet her. Okay. Okay. Before I do that mission with her, let me wrap this up. Do this, and as soon as I do this, then
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
How did your brother Bardolph end up in St. Mungo's?
Bardolph had spent the entire day hand-picking herbs and roots for us. When a group of Ranrock's lot appeared and demanded the harvest for themselves, in their anger they hurled them up.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
How nice of you to stop by. Wouldn't mind a plump job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, I suppose it could get a bit boring.
Petrificus totalis.
Who's there? One less human to worry about. So let's get this over with.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Glacius. Confringo. Accio. Descendo. Levioso.
Ranrock has fooled you all. To your demise.
One camp down, one more to go.
Revelio.
Up for a bit of dying, are we? You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
What was that? Enjoy suffering, do you?
Lumos. Expelliarmus.
That student defeated our
Incendio.
Levioso. An utterly pitiful display. What an unfortunate end for you.
Incendio.
I won't rest. How nice of you. I will make you pay.
Levioso. Descendo. Incendio.
I won't rest.
Accio. Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Confringo. You lived here? Repulso. Incendio. Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that.
Okay, so I just gotta remember that on the map, so I'm gonna come back here. Need to find a marker closer to the town.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
I should be going now. Thank you.
Thank you. Sincerely.
Okay, so that clears that.
I do hope my brother is alright.
That's gonna wrap this this part right here. Yo, you watch this video all the way to the end, make sure to leave a like on the video. Every like helps the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next vid. Peace.